I think there's a couple of things that stand out about this beyond the fact that it's Steve Yzerman and he's not running the Red Wings, which is part of the reason we thought he was able to run the Red Wings this long without any success. And what's crazy about this is he will end his tenure in Detroit without having seen a playoff game. Man. And that to me, like, imagine he's coming over from Tampa in 2019 or 2020, whatever the hell it was.
That's just not
right before April 2019.
There you go.
He took the role.
And the Lightning like immediately won the cup the next year. And if I had said to you, Steve Yzerman's teams will not see a Stanley Cup playoff game, I'd have been laughed out of the room. But it's,
oh my God,
it's kind of nuts that a guy who was such a big part of building that Tampa team was not able to replicate that success or even get close to it in Detroit. And the fact that he hung on this long is sort of shocking.
Oh, well,
hung on this long.
It'd be shocking if he wasn't Steve Yzerman.
Hung on this long this year. And I should say that because, again, July 15th is a very weird date to make a managerial change. And my question is why?
I think they were probably getting daily updates on the Larkin situation. And there were updates, right? CJ had one recently where his 3-team list is now 4. He's willing to go to Dallas. So here's 4 teams who have like pretty much nothing to offer you, right? And Detroit decided the situation was untenable. And, part of me wonders if Dylan Larkin, who has a terrible relationship with Steve Yzerman, it's like a not well kept secret in hockey. Part of me wonders if part of his motivation for the trade request is, if they trade me, and that's great. But if they don't trade me, at least I get Steve fired. Right? Because now, like I've talked to people who are on, who have differing opinions on this. Like, does this mean that a trade happens sooner rather than later? Or does this decrease the likelihood of a trade? I'm kind of on the side of it decreases the likelihood.
I'm with you on that. Jesse?
Yeah. To answer your question about like why the timing here, I think it's because the Larkin situation is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
Where I don't think Chris Ilitch entered this offseason after the Red Wings missed the playoffs thinking that Yzerman's going to get fired on July 15th. Yeah. I think when the Larkin stuff unfolds, he realizes, the guy who's in charge of this thing has made the situation untenable for the captain because of their personal relationship. And all of this stuff now with all of the missing the playoffs and the bad team he's put together is what needs me to make a change here. So I think that's why, because they weren't expecting this, but then the Larkin stuff changed everything. And the way that he's being ushered out has allowed them to do this late in the offseason, because he's not just getting fired in that, hey, somebody else has got to come in and fix everything. He's going to be a part of the process of hiring the new guy. So it's not a complete just, hey, we have an empty space here. He's at least helping through this process. So it's okay that he got to run the draft and everything, because he's going to remain in his role until they hire somebody else.
This doesn't seem like something that was planned, like you said, though. Like at the draft, if you were to give Chris Ilitch truth serum, he'd be like, well, Steve Yzerman's going to be the GM next year, right? Can I propose a theory too? Because I don't think you're wrong, Jess. But do you think the Ilitch family looked at, because to me, the right time to do this would be April 15th when they were out of the playoffs, and move him up and switch it up and find somebody else, because then you can plot the new course of direction of the franchise. I look at what's happened since April 15th, and the most notable additions the Detroit Red Wings made this summer are Danil Tarasov from Florida as their backup goalie, who I'm sure you do not remember even signed there, but he signed for 1 year, $2 million, and Victor Arvidsson, who came off an injury-plagued year in LA, injury-plagued year and not good in Edmonton, very good year in Boston.
Very good.
But is now making at 35 $5 million a year for the next 2 years.
He's the exact kind of guy that Yzerman's signed for like a number of years in Detroit.
He's the next JT Compher.
Here's a guy. And like most of the guys,
they're all good.
The problem. Like
they're not bad guys.
He doesn't sign bums or anything. It's just, okay, does this really...
I think the Justin Hall deal is regrettable for him.
Yeah.
But it's not...
He's made good deals. He's made bad. But like a lot of them are just sort of, oh, okay. Like they're just not needle movers.
Yeah. Right, I think we might underrate like just looking at the situation, how impactful it is that his captain doesn't like his boss.
Well,
and that because if all these moves happen and Larkin doesn't come public with all of this, that he's probably still running the team.
You're probably right. I look at that and I go, Jess, like, I mean, I don't blame them for the timing of this when you look at how little they've done. And I don't know what their draft grades were. Apparently wasn't excellent, but who knows, right?
I
Like
don't care about
yeah
draft
it's like, well, I'm happy the Leafs got an A+, but like
I don't care about that
freaking know.
unless it's the Leafs and it's positive.
yeah if it's the Leafs and it's positive and we needed it, yeah, that's great for us. But
draft grades should be handed out 4 years afterwards.
Yeah,
That's when your draft grade actually comes out.
Well, and I think it would be very interesting if it's like, here's what we thought the draft grade was and here's what it ends up being.
Yes.
Now there's a compelling article, The Athletic.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome. I will read you a little bit of the statement. But it's nothing like revealing. Steve's lifetime of contributions to the Red Wings has meant more to the franchise than words can truly express, and I have the highest level of respect for his continued commitment to the organization, said Chris Ilitch. We are thankful for Steve's hard work and dedication as a general manager and grateful knowing Steve will remain where he belongs here in the Red Wings family. So for those who don't know, Steve will continue serving the organization as a senior advisor to the governor and CEO, Chris Ilitch. So he'll maintain that relationship, and then Yzerman says, I'm sincerely grateful. The organization's given me incredible opportunities, blah, blah, blah. Anything you would expect from a PR statement. We don't need to get into it.
The one line I think you should read
is the clearly one.
Clearly,
that's where I'm headed. Yeah. So this is the one that I love. Clearly,
we're just stepping all over Jesse.
No, I was moving on. You weren't about to read that.
I was about to read that.
Okay.
No. Clearly, we are not where the fans expect to be as the organization. I'm looking forward to bringing in new leadership to build the championship caliber organization Hockeytown deserves. Here's my question, though. That line is great. How do you get there if you have the same guy advising you? Like Jesse, you mentioned he's going to be the guy that helps choose the next guy. That would worry me.
Yeah, I think they're playing nice here, is what the Ilitch family is doing. They don't want to just say Steve Yzerman is fired, which he is. He's being fired here, and he's being ushered off into a nicer role off to the side. But you can't do that.
You can't fire. The Detroit Red Wings can't fire Steve Yzerman.
Yeah, even when they fire him, they can't fire him. So he's going to have some sort of role in the hiring the next guy, but do I believe like he's going to be the main guy picking the next guy? No.
If the next 5 years for the Leafs go shit, they're not firing Matt Sundin. He's stepping down, or he's mutually parting. What is it?
Yep.
You think the Avalanche are going to fire Joe Sakic one day? No, that you can't. There are certain people you just can't, and that's the risk Detroit ran, and usually it goes well.
Yeah, you still need him to show up to all the alumni stuff. His name's still in the rafters. You still need him around, but so you don't want to fire him, but he's fired.
So drilling down on the Dylan Larkin stuff, I mean, they don't like each other.
No.
Okay. My question then is, the Red Wings apparently initially, if they were going to have a succession plan, would have wanted to promote from within. So a guy like Chris Draper's name comes up. I wonder if they look outside the organization just for some new blood. But again, I don't know how involved Yzerman is in that. And of course, he's going to advocate for his guys. So I don't really know how this all looks. But with Larkin himself, it's clear that they're not going to get what they want for this guy. And trading this guy is going to set them back years. He's 29 years old. He's a valuable player. He is their number one center. I've seen some debate about whether he is actually a number one center. And I know that one of the teams involved that he would accept a trade to doesn't view him as that, which is why they were not willing to pay the exorbitant price. Regardless of that, they need him.
I'll throw it out there that his cap hit is so good, I don't care what you view him as.
Yeah, that's part of it.
He makes under $9 million for 5 more years. Pay. And here's the problem: 4 teams. That's why they're not paying.
I think he's a Red Wing.
If I'm Detroit, listen, you don't like Steve. He's gone.
Not you.
He's
Stevie Y.
You're staying.
Yeah.
5 years. You've given us shit options. We fired the guy you like least. You're staying.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here.
Yeah.
If the situation evolves and the season doesn't start well, then we can maybe talk about a trade. But you're also giving us a list of more than 4 bloody teams.
Yeah, maybe you revisit it at trade deadline because Detroit's in 8th in the Atlantic or something. But
yeah,
I think at the beginning of the year, Larkin's on the ice for the Red Wings.
He should be.
Yeah.
And it should be a good moment for the team and the fan base, and I'm just not sure.
Yeah. Like even the Werenski stuff, like he was able to walk that back in like 48 hours and everything's kind of fine now. I think Dylan Larkin.
I want to trade. Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah.
And like they had fun with it.
Yeah.
Like the Will Smith stuff or the Men in Black stuff. It's messy, man.
Maybe you still keep the C off of him. Like I probably wouldn't give that back to him. I probably not let him be captain when he comes back, but I think he's on the ice for them.
I think he's still captain. I do think it's very interesting that you noticed that he on the NHL captains page wasn't listed.
Yeah.
But if you haven't formally announced that you've stripped your captain, like that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Right? Like surely he hasn't actually been stripped.
Right. Yeah. The Red Wings haven't done anything to strip him publicly.
Right.
You know,
not that I'm aware of.
So he still has the option. They still have the option to leave it on him.
Yeah.
I guess.
An intern did it. An intern made a mistake. Just always blame it on the intern. Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Okay. So let's say he stays.
Okay.
Because I think he stays now. How do they PR handle this one? He requested the trade, and we know, and everybody knows that he and Yzerman really got into loggerheads over the 2023 contract negotiation. They still don't like each other. And it got personal is what happened. It got personal. Okay. You're never going to admit that publicly. You're never going to be like, well, actually, our GM really pissed off our captain and number one center. So he's back, though, because we got rid of the GM, because that makes it look like the captain runs the team. The coach runs, or the tail's wagging the dog.
You can't have that.
Can't have that. So if you're the PR person and there is a come to Jesus, as silly as the Werenski stuff was, I actually do believe that he got cold feet. I think Zach Werenski he was like, he saw all the social media posts. He saw the speculation on his name coming up on the podcasts and went, you know what? I don't know if I like this kind of heat. I'm going to just shut this down. This is going to look dumb, but hey, it's Columbus. No one cares, right? They don't. All Columbus fans care about is if he's staying. Are you staying? I don't give a shit about the reason, right? Just like us with Kawhi. I don't care how that trade happens. I just want it to happen.
Do not care.
Don't give a shit.
Don't care.
Don't care, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel as a Raptors fan. So I'm not trying to shoot at Columbus fans. I'm just trying to say, so Detroit fans are cross. They're a little angry about how things have gone. Mm-hmm. And him coming back is not going to be that hard of a sell to them. However, how do you publicly manage that? That is going to be a question. First day in camp, it's going to be like when Steven Stamkos walked in and said, I didn't get a call from Julian Breezewell all summer. There is going to be
because he wanted to stay.
That's right. Larkin wanted to go. Mm-hmm. And Red Wings fans shit posted him for like 2 weeks. So what are we going to do here we can thread this needle, just how?
Okay, here's the unspoken part that a lot of Red Wings fans they'll admit it out loud, but they're muttering it under their breath. If this is what got Steve Yzerman fired, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's Steve. They love Stevie. But it was time.
And they love winning more.
It was probably time a couple years ago. And if this is what got Stevie fired, they're okay with it, I think. Mm-hmm. It's not nice. We don't like saying it. It's not nice. But ultimately, this is what... Now they can heal. Mm. Now they can start the healing process. Trading Dylan Larkin would not have started the healing process.
Interesting.
It would not have... Their general manager had to go. Yep. He's had to go for years. And now he's gone. So whether you keep Dylan Larkin or not, you've started step one. Hooray. That's good. Now, I don't know if there's a way to PR your way around it. This is Detroit. This is hockey town. These are smart hockey fans. There are 2 groups, major groups, that have work to do. Mm-hmm. Number 1, ownership has to find a good management team that surrounds this team fills this team to the brim with talent that helps them win. And Dylan Larkin's end of the bargain is the best PR of all. Be good at hockey.
Yeah.
Score goals.
Don't collapse in March.
Score goals. You could get booed thunderously. They show you on the screen during the national anthem.
Yep.
And they boo you like you're a dictator. If you score a hat trick that night, they're all throwing the hat.
Yeah.
They might have inscribed traitor piece of shit on it before they threw it. But if you perform for them, if you perform for your team, all is forgiven. Maybe not all, but enough. You're not going to post a cute edit on Twitter and have Red Wings fans feel good about it. Just perform. That's it. And here's the unfortunate part. You can't do that in July.
Yeah.
You can't start making it up to us if I'm Red Wings fans until the end of September. So what you can do between now and then is make the team better.
Mm-hmm. And not unlike how, Adam, you were defending Leo Carlsson for taking the offer sheet.
Yeah.
And saying it's so obvious, like, you can't blame him for doing that. Do you think Red Wings fans will sit there and say, you can't blame Larkin for wanting out after Yzerman could only deliver him 0 playoff games in his tenure as GM? And Larkin's only been in 1 playoffs, and that was his first year of his career, and he's been through just bad Red Wings years.
Bad coaches,
Do you think
bad moves?
Red Wings fans on day 1 or game 1 of the season will sit there and be like, yeah, he probably should have wanted out.
But they did know all that when they were shit.
There's going to be a lot of deleted Reddit posts.
I think so.
Yeah, but you're angry at the time. Maybe you think about it a little and you say, yeah, I would have wanted out of this situation too.
Well, I mean, and that's what we all said, right? We
Yeah.
were saying, like, who can blame this guy for this is Steve Yzerman's fault.
There was blame to go around. It was
Totally.
he was awful in March, horrible, and
Because I think he was coming off an injury, right?
all right.
Yeah, but you still got to play.
NHL,
Yep.
it's not fair. It's not nice. It's not the fair or nice league.
And he wasn't the only one. Like, the Stars just didn't come to perform.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like, you could say the same thing about like AJ Aaron Portzline had the Werenski and Marchenko stuff. Like, they disappeared down the stretch too, and that's another team that looked like they were having a good season.
Yep.
Missed the playoffs. Year after year after year after year. Like, you don't even fluke in.
Nope.
Like, not once.
Well, you don't fluke in the Atlantic, Steve.
No, you don't.
I mean, you can in whatever division Edmonton's in, Pacific. They can fluke into anything. Like, people are like, I think Dom Lucian had Nashville as the most improved team this offseason. And I'm like, yeah, they could fluke into the playoffs. It's the Western Conference. It's weak as hell.
They were Central. But yeah.
Central. But I mean, you know what I mean? Sorry. Ducks were almost won the division.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I love the Ducks, but that team should not have been close to winning the division.
I don't know if Nashville is the most improved, but they're certainly the most fidgety.
Yeah, they're odd.
They did a lot.
Detroit, though, Yzerman's out.
Yeah, but that's on Yzerman for, like, not putting enough talent on the team. The team failing in March is because their players aren't good enough.
Yes.
And that's his job to put good players on the ice. So, like, I think it all comes back to him.
This is why I'm like, okay, at the end of the day, Yzerman trading Larkin does not fix the root of the problem. Firing Yzerman does, whether you trade Larkin or not.
Hey, did you like the thing you just watched?
Was it hilarious?
Was it informative?
Was it me losing my mind?
Possibly. Potentially. Most of the time it is. Hey, listen, if you like what SDPN has to offer, you should check out more of our videos and subscribe to our channel by clicking subscribe, or Steve will find you.